Yo, what's up? Welcome to Learning with Victor. I'm Victor. Let's get started.
There is a free link to print out this knowledge worksheet in the description box. Time yourself and let me know how long it took you to do it. Alright. Let's do a few.
Let's start with number 1. 3 over 4 plus 4 over 8. My denominators do not match. The 4 and the 8, they're not the same. So over here, I'm going to make a simple T-chart. And I'll write the 4. And I'll write the 8. Okay? 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. Over here, with the 8, 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 equals 24. So now I look for some matching numbers. And here they are right away. The 8s match. So the 8 will be my LCD, my lowest common denominator. So I write the equal sign, draw my lines. I extend this over here. I'll draw my line. I'm going to put the 8 in as the denominator. Okay? I like to do this ahead of time. That way I know I'm moving along in the right direction. All right, so how do I go from 8 to 8? I multiply 8 times 1. 8 times 1 is 8. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 4 times 1 equals 4. Now I move on to this fraction. How do I get from 4 to 8? I multiplied 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 3 times 2 is 6. So all I have to do now is add 6 plus 4, and that equals 10. For right now, we're going to leave this as it is, 10 over 8. We can break it down, fix it as they like to say. 8 into 10 would be 1, and I would have 2 over 8. I can still reduce this and write the 1 comes over, and I reduce this 2/8 by dividing the top and the bottom by 2. And I end up with 1/4. Let's do number 3. 1 over 5 plus 2 over 3. My denominators do not match, so I will make a T-chart. There's a couple different ways to figure this out, but I like to use a T-chart. So I'll put my 5 over here, and I'll put my 3 over here. These are the denominators. So simple. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay. Now, 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. So after doing 3, I take a look. None of them match. Interesting. So let's keep going. So we did 3, so now we're on 4. 4 times 5 is 20. And 5 times 5 is 25. So 4 times 3 is 12. And 5 times 3 equals 15. So let's see if I can find a match. And here we go. The 15 and the 15, they match. So my LCD is going to be 15. So I write my equal sign, extend my line. You can do this in all different techniques too. This is kind of how I like to do it. And I'll draw my line over here. My new LCD will be 15. My new denominator is 15. So I write that in, all taken care of. Okay, so let's do the work. How did I get from 3 to 15? I multiplied 3 times 5. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So 2 times 5 will equal 10. Let's move over here. How did I get from the 5 to the 15? I multiplied 5 times 3. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So I'll multiply 1 times 3, and that will equal 3. So all I have to do now is simply add these up. 3 plus 10 equals 13. And that's our answer, 13 over 15. Let's do number 6. 6 over 10 plus 5 over 6. My denominators do not match. I need to make a t-chart. All right, there we go. So I'll put the 10 over here, and my other denominator is a 6, so I put it there. So 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 10 is 30. So let's go to the 6. 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 equals 18. I don't see a match, so let's keep going. Back to the 10. So we did 3 times 10. So now we'll do 4 times 10 equals 40. And 5 times 10 equals 50. Now over to the 6. 4 times 6 equals 24. 5 times 6 equals 30. Let's see if I can find the match. There it is. 30 and 30, they match. So that's my new LCD, my new denominator. LCD stands for lowest common denominator. So I make my equal sign, I extend my line here, and I draw my fraction lines right over here. I do this just to keep some order, to get the busy work finished ahead of time. And it helps me to not make a mistake later. All right, finished all that. So let's look over here. I went from 6 to 30. How did I do that? I multiplied 6 times 5. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 5 times 5, that equals 25. Now for this fraction. How did I go from 10 to 30? I multiplied 10 times 3. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So 6 times 3 equals 18. All right. So now all I have to do is add the top numbers, my numerators. So let's do it the nice and simple way. 18 plus 25. 8 plus 5 is 13. So I'll write a 3 right here. Okay? And then I have to carry my 1. Because 8 plus 5 is 13. I write the 3 and I carry the 1. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 43. 43 over 30. That they really don't like that as the answer. So let's fix it, okay? So we can divide 30 into 43. And that'll give us a 1. Our denominator stays the same. And a simple way to do it would be to subtract 43 minus 30. Okay, so that would equal 13. And this is our answer. I'll have more videos to explain how to fix fractions, how to do all these wonderful things with fractions. There's a lot of work with fractions. And in time, you will learn how to do all of this and so much more.
There is a link in the description box for this knowledge worksheet.
Let's take a moment and learn about fractions. This is a pizza. It's cut into 8 pieces. That's what this fraction right here tells us. 8 total pieces of 8 total pieces. Okay, so over here I have 8 over 8. 8 pieces of pizza are right here, okay? And that's the total number of pieces. The numerator and denominator are educated words for top and bottom. Remember, the denominator is very important. The top and the bottom. Suppose we have this pizza here, okay? And we're having some fun and we eat some pizza. We eat 4 pieces, and there are 4 pieces left in the pizza. So this fraction represents 4 pieces that are still left of the 8 total pieces when we started, the whole amount. Now it could be 4 over 8 represents how much is left of the pizza, and it could also indicate how much we ate of the pizza. So we're going on about our business, and we eat some more pizza, and we have 2 pieces left. So now it's 2 over 8. This represents exactly how much is left of the pizza. But this number, 6 over 8, represents how much of the pizza we ate. We ate 6 slices, and 2 pieces are left. It's just a little basic understanding of fractions. But the best way to understand is by doing the problems, finding the solution to the problems. So let's get started.